Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready? Check 56.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go. Jump.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. A look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Stafford now to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the official.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a...
Check. Slap. 32.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Stafford. And he finds Beasley complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Set. 180. Watch the screen.
The Titans going to use the... They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
Blue 60. 56. It's our field. It's our field.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Check 56. Get that quarterback, D-line. 10. D-line, get that quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Begin. 56, right there, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down convert. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
To throw again. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Right there, 56. Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the blood, motion, blood.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 99.
This is Freeman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
High throw, but the catch is made. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's like...
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Stafford on first down. Ebron caught left side, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this one caught by Beasley. And he can't quite get... Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Drill right, 22. Hey, 54. 56 to my boy, 56. Check, what it happened.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Stafford looks to throw again. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Set. Blue 60. 56. Focus, defense, focus. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Bound to lose one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making the... Here's Bradley Pena now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They're all through up in Detroit.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss here will move them back